Hi students, welcome all of you to my online class. Today I am going to present before you a short story written by Ruskin Bond. Ruskin Bond is a famous and familiar writer for all of us because he has written many short stories, novels and poems for the children. The speciality of his writing is very simple and easy to understand for every one of us. So here in this story there are two characters. One is Anil and the other one is the narrator. The narrator himself is a thief and the Anil is a writer. Okay, and in this story the narrator who come to steal them or rob them or to loot the Anil is the theme of the story. Okay, in this story you can come and see that this narrator is making a friendship with the Anil. His intention is only to steal from him and escape with the money, but at the end of the story we will come to know that he left his profession as a thief and become a friend of the Anil. Today now I am going to read and explain before you the story. Let me start with the lesson. Now let us go to the lesson. Unit 1, Chapter 2, The Thief's Story. I told you in the introduction, it is written by Ruskin Bond. I was still a thief when I met Anil, and though only 15, I was an experienced and fairly successful hand. You listen to this introduction given by the thief about himself. See, he says that he was only 15 years old and he is an experienced and fairly successful hand. You notice his age, 15, and he says about himself that he is an experienced and fairly successful hand. How does it possible for a boy of 15 years old to be an experienced and fairly successful thief? That is a question mark before us. From this we can understand one fact, that he might have adopted this livelihood at the early stages of his life. He might have become a thief when he was at 5 or 6 years old. From this we can understand one more fact, that he might not have gone to school when you joined in the first standard. Instead of going to school, he might have gone for stealing. That is why when he become 15 years old, he become an experienced and fairly successful hand. Then let us see in the next paragraph about his observation on Anil. He says, Anil was watching a wrestling match when I approached him. He was about 25, a tall, lean fellow, and he looked easygoing, kind, and simple enough for my purpose. See, I told you, this thief, this narrator is a thief. He was in search of a next target for him, and he found the Anil. When he approached the Anil, he was watching a wrestling match by sitting in a tea shop. Okay? And his observation, you see, this narrator observation, he was about 25 years. See, this 15 years old boy says about the Anil who was sitting in a tea shop with whom he does not have any acquaintance, says that he was about 25 years old, a tall, that everybody can look and understand, lean fellow, that also easy. He looked easygoing. Looked easygoing, kind and simple enough for my purpose. What is my purpose? My purpose is to steal, to rob. See, what an observation. He looked easygoing. See, this thief might have observed Anil for 15 minutes or maximum half an hour. Within that time, he had made an correct observation or correct face reading of Anil and given his remark that easygoing, kind and simple enough for his purpose. His purpose, I told you, to steal. See, later part of the story, we can understand that his observations are correct. Then he continues, I had not much luck of late and thought I might be able to get into the young man's confidence. He thinks that he has come on the right time to find his next target. And he fixes here Anil as his next target for the purpose of stealing. Okay? And he think about how I get this young man's confidence, how I get acquaintance with him. Okay? You look a bit of wrestler yourself. I said, a flattery helps in making friends. You see that the narrator, he is an uneducated boy, says to us that a little flattery helps in making friends. See, what an observation, what a psychological approach, how much human psychology knows by him, we understand that. See, this is a fact. A little flattery, of course, helps in making friends. If I am telling to you, you are a handsome boy or you are a beautiful girl, of course, there will be a good impression on me for you. I know that. There will be a good impression about me for you. Same thing, it is applied here. You look a bit of wrestler. See, in which context this narrator said? This Anil was watching a wrestling match and the narrator understood that Anil is very much interested in wrestling. That is why he made this flattery comment. So immediately he got the response, do you? He replied, which put me off for a moment because at that time I was rather thin. See, which put me off for a moment, which was a shock for him, which was an unexpected response from Anil to the narrator. That is why for a moment the narrator could not respond, but immediately he recovered. He came to his former state and said, well, I said modestly. How? Modestly. See, in a pleasant way. Isn't it? In a pleasant way, in a happy mood. He said, well, I do wrestle a bit. I do wrestle a bit. It is actually a lie. He does not know anything about. Then also he said a lie to him. Well, what's your name? Anil asked to the narrator. Hari Singh. You notice? Hari Singh. I lied. Second time he is telling the lie to the Anil. I lied. That means actually Hari Singh is not the narrator's name. For the purpose of stealing the Anil, or to make the confidence of him, or for this short span of time when he is planning to spend with the Anil, he adopted a name Hari Singh. And reason also he says, I took a new name every month. Every month. That means once in a month he is going to stealing, and the way of his stealing, now we understood, almost we understood that he make the confidence of a client for him, and he stay with him, and he make a good friendship with him, and he understood all the realities and situation of that house or wherever he stay, and he, whenever he get a good chance, he steal and he escape from that place. So from his former employer. So he has adopted, he is changing his name once in a month for the purpose of escaping from the police and former employers. Because if the former employers or any employer give a complaint to the police will be taking the FIR on the basis of the name given by the employer. Here once in a month, every time he is changing the name, so it is very difficult for the police to find him, and as well as for the former employers to find out him. That is why he is changing his name. You look a bit of wrestler yourself, I said. A flattery helps in making friends. You see that the narrator, he is an uneducated boy, says to us that a little flattery helps in making friends. See what an observation, what a psychological approach, how much human psychology knows by him. We understand that. See, this is a fact. A little flattery of course helps in making friends. If I am telling to you, you are a handsome boy or you are a beautiful girl, of course there will be a good impression on me for you. I know that there will be a good impression about me for you. Same thing, it is applied here. You look a bit of wrestler. See in which context this narrator said? This Anil was watching a wrestling match, and the narrator understood that Anil is very much interested in wrestling. That is why he made this flattery comment. So immediately he got the response, do you? He replied, which put me off for a moment, because at that time I was rather thin. See, which put me off for a moment, which was a shock for him, which was an unexpected response from Anil to the narrator. That is why for a moment the narrator could not respond, but immediately he recovered. He came to his former state and said, well, I said modestly. How? Modestly. See, in a pleasant way, isn't it? In a pleasant way, in a happy mood, he said, well, I do wrestle a bit. I do wrestle a bit. It is actually a lie. He does not know anything about. Then also he said a lie to him. Well, what's your name? Anil asked to the narrator. Hari Singh. You notice? Hari Singh. I lied. Second time he is telling the lie to the Anil. I lied. That means actually Hari Singh is not the narrator's name. For the purpose of stealing the Anil, or to make the confidence of him, or for this short span of time when he is planning to spend with the Anil, he adopted a name Hari Singh. And reason also he says, I took a new name every month. Every month. That means once in a month he is going to stealing, and the way of his stealing, now we understood, almost we understood that he make the confidence of a client for him, and he stay with him, and he make a good friendship with him, and he understood all the realities and situation of that house or wherever he stay, and he, whenever he get a good chance, he steal and he escape from that place. So from his former employers. So he has adopted, he is changing his name once in a month for the purpose of escaping from the police and former employers. Because if the former employers or any employer give a complaint to the police will be taking the FIR on the basis of the name given by the employer. Here once in a month, every time he is changing the name, so it is very difficult for the police to find him, and as well as for the former employers to find out him. That is why he is changing his name. After this introduction, Anil talked about the well-oiled wrestlers who were grunting, lifting, and throwing each other about. I did not have much to say. Anil walked away. I followed casually. See, early I told you, last paragraph I told you, this Hari Singh, or the narrator, now he has adopted the name Hari Singh, so I am using the Hari Singh. Hari Singh told that a little bit he knows the wrestling. Actually, he does not know anything at all. So, believing that words, Anil started to talk about well-oiled wrestlers, how they are lifting, how they are grunting, making the sound, how they are throwing each other. About this all he started to talk. But who did not show any interest? Hari Singh. Why he did not show any interest? Because Hari Singh does not know anything. So he did not show any interest to continue about this conversation. Anyway, Anil walked away. I followed casually. Hello, again he said. See, again Anil started a conversation. Hello. I gave him my most appealing smile, so he know how to take the confidence of his employer. See, I gave him my most appealing smile, a simple, innocent smile I applied on the Anil. I want to work for you, I said. See, he directly come to his topic. I want to work for you. Who said? Hari Singh said. See, response immediately. But I cannot pay you. Who said this one? Anil said. See, from this one sentence, what can we understand about Anil? What I understood about Anil is, Anil is simple and honest or righteous person. If Anil was not a righteous person, Anil was not an honest man, he also should have said some lies. Instead of Anil, is someone else. What he might have said? I have an employee at my home, or I have a cook at my home, or my mother or my wife cook for me. Anything might have been said, and I don't want anybody now. But this Anil very frankly said that I cannot pay for you, so I don't want an employee at my house. I thought that over for a minute, perhaps I had misjudged my man. See, I thought that over for a minute. For a minute I thought that, oh my God, I have misjudged my man. I thought that this man will be rich enough for my purpose. So I have taken a wrong judgment. Then I asked, can you feed me? Who asked? Hari Singh. Hari Singh asked Anil, can you feed me? Then Anil said, can you cook? I can cook. I lied again. The third time, this Hari Singh says a lie to the Anil, who is a righteous person. I can cook. Then Anil said, if you can cook, then maybe I can feed you. That also I am not telling sure. Maybe I can feed you. Okay? He took me to his room over the Jamna Street shop and told me I could sleep on the balcony. But the meal I cooked that night must have been terrible, because Anil gave it to stray dog and told me to be off. But I just hung around smiling in my most appealing way, and he could not help laughing. See, he took me to his room over the Jamna Street shop. See, that means Anil told Hari to follow him, and he took the Hari Singh to his room and told him, there is only one room here, so you should sleep on the balcony. If you are ready for that, you can join with me. Okay? So Hari Singh told a lie to Anil that he can cook. So Anil told him to prepare the meal. But the meal I cooked that night must have been terrible, because Anil gave it to the stray dog. Anil gave it to stray dog and told me to be off. See, Anil gave it to stray dog. What? The food. Which food? The food which was prepared for the night by the Hari Singh. Okay? And he gave it to the stray dog and did not say anything to the Hari Singh. You just imagine, if I or you appoint one person as a cook at our house, and if he prepare and give us a tasteless or a terrible food, and if we have done as Anil have done, what should have been our response? You just imagine. We will of course scold him. Am I right? Or we will dismiss him. Did the Anil do that? No. Anil did not say anything to him. Anil did not shout at him. That is why I said that Anil is a noble and humble man. That is a difference between Anil and an ordinary person. Okay, understood? And later he patted me on my head and said, never mind, he would teach me to cook. See, this is never we can expect. I say that I don't know. I say that my observation is this type of character we can see only in fiction. In reality, how does it possible? We are appointing a cook at home and he does not know anything to cook, and he offered to us that I can cook, and he cannot cook anything, and he prepare a wrong food and give to us, and does it possible for me or you to say that like Anil, never mind, he would teach me to cook? Does it possible to say like Anil that I will teach you to cook? He also then continues, he also taught me to write my name and said he would soon teach me to write a whole sentence and to add numbers. I was grateful. See, then he has given another offer to his cook. Anil has given another offer. What is the offer? I will teach you to read and write, and I will teach you to count the numbers. I will teach you the mathematics. I will teach you the language. I know that once I could write like an educated man, there would be no limit to what I could achieve. See, this is what I noticed well. I know that once I could write like an educated man, there could be no limit what I could achieve. See, we are all educated people. Do we know the value of education? I say that we don't know the real value of education. The value of education is known to only the person who does not have the education. It was quite pleasant working for Anil. I made the tea in the morning and then would take my time buying the things for the day's supplies, usually making a profit of about ₹1 a day. I think he knew I made a little money this way, but he did not seem to mind. So the days passed. He found it is very pleasant. See, very pleasant, very interesting to work with Anil. There are many reasons for that. One reason is Anil started to teach him. Okay, Anil started to teach him to read and write as well as to count. Another reason it is there is no much work at that house. I made the tea in the morning and then would take my time buying the day's supplies, usually making a profit of about ₹1 a day. See, that is the another thing. See, why he found pleasant for working with Anil? One reason I told you, he gave education to the Hari Singh. That is a great thing for him. And also he make a profit about ₹1 a day. ₹1 a day is a valuable amount when this short story was written. It might have been written in 60s or 70s. At the time, ₹1 is a good amount. So every day he is able to steal a short amount of money, a small amount of money. I think he knew I made a little money this way, but he did not seem to mind. This Hari Singh himself said that Anil may be knowing I am stealing ₹1 or something like that when I am going to purchase the groceries, vegetables and so on. Then also Anil is not responding on that one. Anil did not say anything to me. Anil did not say that don't take that money or anything. Okay. Anil made money by fits and starts. He would borrow 1 week, lend the next. He kept worrying about his next check. But as soon as it arrived, he would go out and celebrate. It seems he wrote for magazines, a good way to make his living. See then about the Anil, little more information about Anil. Anil, at the introduction, Hari Singh said that he is an easy-going man. That is proved to be true here. See, he write for the magazine and he sell to the publishers and send to the publishers, and the publishers will give him a check. When the check he got, he celebrate that week. He is never worried about anything. He celebrate it, and he will be waiting for his next check. That means he is following an easy going method. If we can compare him with a European style of life, that Monday to Friday work, Saturday and Sunday celebrate, next Monday go for the work and work and celebrate. No saving, nothing. He is never think about that one. That is what we understood after reading this paragraph. Next paragraph. One evening he came home with a small bundle of notes, saying he had just sold a book to publisher. At night, I saw him tongue the money under the mattress. See, one day, Anil came with a bundle of notes. Hari Singh does not know how much money it is that, but he knows that there is a bundle of notes. Then this Anil said to Hari Singh, because Anil is so friendly with the Hari Singh, and Anil never expect that Hari Singh will become a thief. So he is a thief. He never understood. So Anil said to the Hari Singh that I sold a book to a publisher. So he had paid for me, and he kept that money in the presence of Hari Singh under the mattress. I had been working for Anil for almost a month. See, now he is working for Anil almost a month. You know that his maximum time period with an employer is 1 month. How we will understand that? At the beginning he said that every 1 month I change my name. From that we understood that maximum he will spend his time with an employer is 1 month. Here also a 1 month period is going to be over, and apart from cheating on shopping, had not done anything in my line of work. See, in my line of work, my work it is stealing. Cheating on shopping. 1 rupee while buying the groceries and vegetables are not enough for me. That is not my aim. That is not my intention. I had every opportunity for doing so. Anil had given me the key to the door, and I could come and go as pleased. He was the most trusting person I had ever met. Okay, and that is why it was so difficult to rob him. Why it was so difficult to rob him? Because Anil trusted Hari Singh. Anil trusted everything, openly said. That money also, you know that when he was keeping the money under the mattress also, he told to Hari Singh that I got a small amount, a good amount of money, that by selling a book to the publisher, this everything is sharing. So it is so difficult for him to rob. It is easy to rob a greedy man. See his observation. Greedy man, it is easy to rob because he can afford to be robbed. But it is difficult to rob a careless man. Sometimes he does not even notice he has been robbed, and that takes all the pleasure out of work. See, so it is difficult to rob a careless man. Well, then okay, that is his observation. He on a face reading of a person. Leave that one. Well, it is time I did some real work. I told to myself, I am out of practice, and if I do not take the money, he will only waste it on his friends. After all, he don't even pay me. See, he think that a thief is always a thief. See, you have to understand that this Hari Singh was given education, and he was treated as a brother by the Anil, and he taught him how to cook and how to read, how to write, everything. Then also this thief Anil, in his mind he is a thief, and when a situation came, he shows his real character. It is. That is why I don't take the money. If I don't take the money, he says that he will waste it on his friends. He will lavishly spend. That does not affect Hari Singh. Okay, and Hari Singh says that he may not be even pay for me, so I have to steal. Okay, Anil was asleep. A beam of moonlight stepped over the balcony. I fell on the bed. I sat on the floor considering the situation. If I took the money, I could catch the 10:30 express to Lucknow. Slipping out of the blanket, I crept up to the bed. Anil was sleeping peacefully. His face was clear and unlined. Even I had more marks on my face, though mine were mostly scars. Okay, see, around 9:30, 9:45, he woke up from the sleep. That means Anil might have gone. Their habit may be going to sleep, going to bed early. That's maybe, isn't it? He woke up. He think that if I am stealing, this is the right time. I will be able to catch the 10:30 Lucknow Express, and I can escape from here. See what a thinking of this Hari Singh. You have to understand the Hari Singh. My hand slipped under the mattress, searching for the notes. When I found them, I drew them out without a sound. Anil signed in his sleep and turned on his side towards me. I was startled and quickly crawled out of the room. See, Hari Singh enter in the room, and he know where the money is kept, under the mattress. So searching for the notes. When he found the notes, he has slowly, without making, he knows he's an experienced one. So I don't want to explain how he has done, isn't it? He's an experienced one. Slowly he removed the bundle of notes which was kept under the mattress. Then Anil turned to his side. He was startled. He was shocked. He thought for a moment that Anil might have seen. Anyway, nicely he crawled, isn't it? Moved out of the room without making any sound. When I was on the road, I began to run. I had the notes on my waist, held there by the strings of my pajamas. I slowed down to walk and counted the notes. 600 rupees in 50s. I could live like an oil-rich Arab for a week or two. See, now he's on the way. He left the Anil's house, and he's on the way to railway station. On the way to railway station, first a few minutes he ran. After that, he started to walk. While walking, he kept his hand on the pocket, and he has counted the notes, and he found it is 600 rupees in 50s, and I could live like an oil-rich Arab. Oil-rich, isn't it? It's a compound word, isn't it? Compound word. And for a week, see, I can live like a rich man for a week or two with this 600 rupees. That is what Hari Singh thinks. So 2 weeks I can spend lavishly. After that I want to go in search of a next employer. That is what he thinks, and he is moving towards the railway station to catch the 10:30 Lucknow Express. When I reached the station, I did not stop at the ticket office. I had never bought a ticket in my life, but dashed straight towards the platform. The Lucknow Express was just moving out. The train had still to pick up the speed, and I should have been able to jump into one of the carriages, but I hesitated for some reason I cannot explain, and I lost the chance to get away. See, this is very important paragraph. When I reached the station, he never wait for taking a ticket. That means he is a thief, and he never take a ticket in the train. He without a ticket only he travels in the train. That is his habit. So he went to the platform. When he reached the platform, The Lucknow Express, which is about to move at 10:30, was just moving out. The train had still to pick up the speed. Train had to still pick up the speed, and I should have been able to jump into one of the garages. That is, notice that one. I should have been able to jump into one of the garages, but I hesitated for some reason. I cannot explain what may be this some reason which blocked him or which stopped him to get into the garage or get into the compartment on the train. Why he hesitated? What is that some reason? We can imagine that some reason. The some reason is Anil treated Hari Singh not like an employer. He treated Hari Singh as a brother. Another reason is Anil taught him how to write, read and count. If he cheat him and escape from here, of course this all will be stopped. And this Hari Singh in his life, anyway, he never found such a kind, gentle employer. That is another reason. These are the some of the reason. Once again, tell you some of the reason. One is that Anil never treated the Hari Singh as an employer. So, employer to the employee. See, he considered Hari Singh as a brother. He never scolded him. He taught him how to read and write and count. He was continuing that. And he trusted him. None of his former employers trusted him. So, these are the some of the reason as per my understanding which hesitated Hari Singh to escape by getting into one of the compartments of Lucknow Express, which he could have been easily done. When the train had gone, I found myself standing alone on the deserted platform. I had no idea where to spend the night. I had no friends, believing that friends were more trouble than help. And I did not want to make anyone curious by staying at one of the small hotels near the station. The only person I knew really well was the man I had robbed. Leaving the station, I walked slowly through the bazaar. So some time, as train left, we know that this train will not stop for whether Hari Singh will get in or not. Like that, train will not. Train left. So he was in the platform alone. He thinking for some time, what I will do the next. He does not have any friends. He don't have the habit of making any friends anywhere, because he is a thief, and making a friendship will be a hurdle for him in his purpose. Okay, and he says that it is a trouble, isn't it? Trouble for him to make the friends. And then he thought, where I will stay, what I will do. I don't want to stay in any hotels. And he think that I know only one person in this city, that is only Anil, whom I have robbed. Leaving the station, he walked slowly to the bazaar. In my short career as a thief, then he explained, in my short career as a thief, I had made a study of men's faces. That means I told you, Hari Singh is a good face reader. He is a good psychologist. If he was given education, definitely he would have become a great person in the future. See, let us see his observation on the faces of men. When they had lost their goods, the greedy man showed fear. The greedy man showed fear. That is truth. The rich man showed anger. The poor man showed acceptance. But I know that Anil face, when discovered that the theft would show only a touch of sadness. Why a touch of sadness will be there for Anil when he found he has been stolen? Not for the loss of money, but for the loss of trust. See, this is the reason. This is the reason for a touch of sadness. This is the reason for the touch of sadness. Loss of trust. See, he lost the trust because Anil trusted the Hari Singh. The trust has lost. I found myself in the Maidan and sat down on a bench. The night was chilly. It was early November, and a little drizzle added to my discomfort. Soon it was raining quite heavily. My shirt and pajamas struck on my skin, and a cold wind blew the rain across my face. So this is after leaving from the railway station. He directly went to a Maidan. It is an Indian English word, isn't it? A stadium, and he sat there for some time. What to do next? Isn't it? He thinking what to do next. At the time, it is a November month, and in North India, November, it is the starting of the winter, and the starting of the winter as well as little drizzling. Okay, little rain, showering was there on that day, and he found it a little uncomfortable. He thinking that what to do next. Anyway, he is wet, his pajama, his shirt, everything is wet now, and he felt so cold. I went back to the bazaar and sat in the shelter of the clock tower. See, clock tower, another compound word. You at least 2 compound word we have to study by heart, because in the language study question number 1 in the board paper, there will be a question. Write down 2 compound words of your own. Earlier I told you one, and one more I am telling you now. Clock tower, it is also an example of the compound words. Okay. Anyway, the clock showed midnight. Now time is around 12 o'clock at night. I felt for the notes. They were damp for the rain. Okay, now he keep his hand again under the pajamas pocket and found that the notes are now wet. Anil's money. In the morning, he would probably have given me 2 or 3 rupees to go to the cinema. But now I had it all. He think, what I want to do with this money? This money is not mine. This is Anil's money. Anil, who had trusted me, who had considered me as a brother, who taught me that innocent, that gentle, that righteous person's money. This is not my money. A prick of conscience started to hunt him. So this money, tomorrow morning, Anil should search, and if he find that if I am there, of course he will give me 2 or 3 rupees, and I will be able to go for a cinema, and I should have led a life as usual. But now I had it all. But I had it all now. I could not cook his meal. See, I could not cook his meal. I ran to the bazaar or learned to write or whole sentence anymore. I cannot go to the bazaar. Bazaar also in Indian English, to the market. I cannot learn to write a whole sentence. So this is his money, isn't it? I had forgotten about them in the excitement of theft. I had forgotten about them. About what? About the education given by Anil, about the money he has taken by while going for purchasing the groceries and vegetables in the market, and about how friendly the Anil has behaved with him. This all I have forgotten in the excitement of theft. Isn't it? Excitement of theft. Isn't it? Stealing, this is my profession. Whole sentence I knew could one day bring me more than a few hundred rupees. If I have education, sure I will be able to earn a few hundred rupees in the future.
See, uneducated, earlier I told you that uneducated man only knows the value of education. A rich man does not know the value of money, isn't it? A luxurious man does not know the value of the things. See, as it is, a Hari Singh, so as it is, an educated man does not know value of education, but the uneducated people, or those who don't have, those who did not have the formal education, know the value of formal education. So it was a simple matter to steal, and sometimes just as simple to be caught. But to be a real big man, a clever and respected man, was something else. I should go back to Anil. I told myself, if only to learn to read and write. See why he decided to go back to Anil? Because he wanted to learn to read and write. This is the main reason, to learn to read and write. He knows that if he is given education, he will become something in the future. Okay, that is why I hurried back to the room, feeling very nervous, for it is much easier to steal something than to return it undetected. I opened the door quietly, then stood in the doorway in clouded moonlight. Anil was still asleep. I crept the head of the bed, and my hand came up with the notes. I felt his breath on my hand. I remained still for a minute. Then my hand found the edge of the mattress and slipped under it with the notes. Okay, here what he has done means he went back to the Anil's room, and he slowly, with a lot of difficulty, he without making any noise, he get into the room, and he has taken the money. He had taken the money from his pajamas pocket and crept, and he kept that money under the mattress from where he had taken that notes. I woke late next morning to find that Anil had already made the tea. So why he might have woke late? Because previous day's drama. The previous day's drama, you know, he has stolen the money, he tried to escape, and he was spending up to the midnight in the bazaar. After came back, kept the money. He might have slept early morning, 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock. That's why morning he could not wake up. Then what the Anil did? Anil prepared tea and given to his employee, his cook. He stretched out his hand towards me. There was a 50 rupees note between his fingers. He stretched out, he showed his hand towards the Hari Singh. Who showed? Anil. What was there in his hand? 50 rupee note. My heart sunk. Why? My heart sunk. Why? Because Anil has given 50 rupees note to the Hari Singh. Hari Singh never respected this. And one more reason it is, the notes were wet. And Hari Singh understood that Anil discovered the previous day's activities. But did Anil made a comment on that one? I made some money yesterday, he explained. Now you will be paid regularly. Anil did not remark anything about that one. Anil did not say anything. Anil said directly to him, I made some money yesterday. Now onwards you will be paid regularly. Your regular salary, that is 50 rupees, will be paid to you regularly. My spirit rose. My spirit rose. But why? You know that one. But when I took the notes, I saw it was still wet from the night rain. Today we will start writing sentence, he said. Today we will start writing sentence. it did not. Anil is not talking about anything. Anil is not asking why this not served, what happened. He is not asking, discussing anything about that. He directly going to this topic. We will start writing sentence today. He knew. Who? Who is this he? Anil. But neither his lips nor his eyes showed anything. What he knew? He has been stolen and returned. I smiled at Anil in my most appealing way, and then the smile came by itself without any effort. Without any effort, we are smiling at someone with effort. If something happened to us like this, we will not smile. We will be shouting at him, or we should have been hand over him to the police. But Anil did not do that one. Why? Anil, that early already I explained to you. Anil was a righteous person. Anil was a kind man. Anil was a gentleman. That is why Anil did not hand over this Hari Singh to the police. Instead of that, he started to teach him, and he did not discuss anything about that one. Okay, this chapter is over. I will give you some personal response questions in the WhatsApp group. You have to write its answer on the basis of the understanding, and after reading for 2-3 times. Related to this, whatever the grammar comes, I will give you on my next video. Thank you. Have a nice day for all of you.